You can stop your patient's dry mouth right now. A report for St. Louis area dentists. In this 4-minute video, we'll discuss the problem, the normal solutions that seem to be in vogue today, the new and the real solution, and how you and some of your patients can participate in the St. Louis area clinical trial. First of all, the problem. From the ADA figures and figures from our participating dentists in Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, and elsewhere, there are a low of 10% to well over 50% of dental patients are suffering from the throes of dry mouth. With a typical 3,000 patient list, that means from several hundred to perhaps thousands of your patients have this problem. The ADA is requesting, along with the pharmaceutical industry, that the government require that warning labels be put on over 500 of the most common prescriptions. Hundreds of millions of people take these prescriptions regularly without even a hint of the potential oral damages that they can cause. Radiation and other treatments for certain types of cancers have been shown to be an additional cause. And of course, as we grow older, many of our normal body functions, including producing healthful saliva, diminish. Doctor, you see patients all the time who have and who complain about difficulty eating and swallowing, chewing, and even talking. As their conditions worsen, their difficulties increase. They are in continual or occasional pain, and they are just plain uncomfortable. They look to you for help. Plaque builds up on their teeth. Decay sets in. More pain occurs. Plus, lack of mouth saliva, unbeknownst to most dental patients, leads to other medical problems too. So their medical professional and their oral health care professional, along with the ADA, tell them to change their lifestyle. Avoid salt, so everything tastes bland to them. Avoid spicy foods that they've lived with all their lives and that they love. So if the patient can, and most won't, they just try to treat the symptoms. Eat ice chips, sip water, use moisturizers, sprays, and lubricants. Try saliva substitutes, all instead of getting the patient's mouth to produce more of its own natural saliva. Saliva with all the health benefits it contains. So the patients try these symptom treatments, but they taste terrible, or leave a bad aftertaste, or don't work at all, and the patients just don't take them. So they get no help. Then, when you know that all else is failing to help them, you or their medical guy, give them another prescription. OMG. Okay, but there's a real solution. It's New Care. First of all, people with medical or oral issues come to New Care to learn about how they can take charge of their health. Now, how they can live longer, feel better, and have a higher quality of life, regardless of their ages. Once they discover what they need to do, they want the products that will help them immediately. So we give them some to try. They quickly see that their conditions are alleviated, and they want more. They want to be referred to an oral health care specialist, someone who follows the same philosophies that they do, to examine, treat, and provide access to those helpful products so the relief that they have seen can continue, both in the short term and long term. That's where you come in. Here's how it works. Whenever we go to a new area, like we're doing in St. Louis right now, we let several dentists work with us to prove to themselves that everything I've told you is true. We do this on a zero-cost basis to those dentists, and, in fact, some dentists actually make additional revenues during the trial. You provide a few patients, between 20 and 30, of various ages and with varying conditions. We provide the products for you to give to them. And then they follow up with you in 2 to 3 weeks to evaluate their experience. Of course, the reason we do this is because the participating dentists, if the results warrant, will become supporters of and recommenders of our products after the trial. They'll become our clients to find out more and to see if we're a good fit together and to be a better provider for your patients and to potentially become one of the several participating trial dentists. Call me, Bill Hebert, 314-438-5569. You'll be glad you did.